And this update is for Wednesday morning, the 25th of October, 2022, about 8:35 a.m. Central Time. Pretty wild morning already. You've come off the lows in the stock market and the Dow by about 150 points, about 25 points in the S&P. NASDAQ up, as you can see, almost 100 off its low. That's quite a bit of a move. As you look at the dollar, getting hit is most of the currencies moving up against it. Not a surprise to me at all. Bonds and notes getting a rally. And what did I tell you a week ago? I said that as you come into this week, you're going to get the market having to neutralize itself for the FOMC meeting, the Bank of Canada tomorrow. We get the European Central Bank coming out on Thursday. Our meeting is next November 2nd. We'll hear that. Then the Bank of England. It's a whole array of things. So this is sort of that evening up period that you're entering into. Earnings still coming out in the stock market, driving the market. I saw GM had very good earnings. We get the big boys, the tech sector. I would assume Microsoft's going to talk about headwinds from the dollar, but you don't know. That's what I'm expecting to see. I haven't seen it yet. Energy markets, a bit of nowhere in the marketplace, trying to make a short-term bottom in the nat gas as I'm reading it. In the soybean market, disappointed that the market didn't go through that 1366, getting a little bit of a bid, I get it, off the dollar that has just broken fairly hard. Okay, but not enough, I think, to change the trend in that market. Now, before I get on too far and talk about the morning reports, I will be taking off for another break in the market, not from the market, a break. I'm going to be out of Chicago doing some business and other things. As I do that, I will not be able tomorrow morning to put out the update as I'll be at the airport as I'm going around doing what I have to do. But by Thursday, I should be able to put one of these out, but I won't be in them. I'll talk over them as I'm doing them remotely as best as I can. And the end of the day reviews are going to be pretty much that way. If you remember back in May and June, I did something like that, and it worked out pretty good. People liked that I was doing it. The quality won't be this. The sound won't be as good. But it's only for 5 days or so, and then I'm back. And I have nothing planned until into next year, so I'll be here for quite a while. All right, let's take a look at the morning data, because it is a day that we're going to get a lot of data. First off, Redbook sales. They're no longer 11, 12, 13% increases. I told you this was going to happen. It's 8. It'll soon be in the 7, 6s, and flat. Why? Because we're comparing where we were a year ago. And when you do that and you go back in time, think of the COVID situation, how you would come out of everything. We're more or less in America, honestly. COVID, it's there, it's important, we get our shots, but life has returned very much to normal. People still get COVID, but we really believe as a country in the vaccines, and there'll be outbreaks, of course. The people that don't want to get it, they're the ones at risk. The Case-Shiller 20 Metro home prices, no surprise here, month-over-month declines. Remember, every month it was positive gains, no more. You're still up from last year, 13% in price, but slipping. So eventually that's not going to hold on like that. In a few minutes, we're going to get the conference board. They're going to come out with their consumer confidence. The Richmond Fed comes out at 9 o'clock with the manufacturing sector numbers. We're going to get the API numbers at 3:30 today. Then we had today the German IFO business climate. And while the number at 84.3 beat the expected 83.6, in all fairness to that, it's still the lowest since May 2020, so it's not ideal. Now, as you heard me say, while I go away, I do my best to keep up with the markets for my subscribers. So even though I'm going to be out west, and the time frame is a son of a gun for me, because if I'm normally up at 5:30, I'll be up at 3:30. That's how it's going to work. All right. If I'm normally up at 3:30, I got to be up at 1:30. It throws me off. There's no question about it for the first part of it. The evening updates are not as difficult as long as I'm where I'm going to be, and they don't take me that long to get done. So look for me to get those done as best as I can still for you. But as I said, in the mornings, I try to get out there and tell you buy here, sell there, do this, do that. And the rationale being that that's what the markets are offering. It starts off at 5:30 in the futures. At 9 o'clock, I'm into the SPDR ETFs. I cover all these, over 40 charts in the futures, and more than that, actually, in the ETFs and the SPDRs with all the individual stocks that we cover. And I rotate the stocks, so there's always some fun for you, if you will, with it. How do you find out more about this? Because it's simple to address. I think it gives you a game plan. You get to bounce ideas. And remember, as a subscriber, you can write me, and I'll do my best to write you back and tell you what I'm seeing in the market one way or the other if I have an opinion. And if I like what I see, I'll make you a short video to show just what I'm seeing in the market. IraEpstein.com, go to the word research, or just simply take your cursor, move it above my head up here anywhere. You'll see an icon, give it a click, and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great trading day. I'll see you at the end of the day, and remember, there will not be an update in the morning tomorrow. Take care.